don't know how long I've been doing it. I guess 2010's the first year that you gave it. I was the underdog, so please excuse me a bit. I need some space, so someone please make me some room in this bitch. You can send me beast mode, beast mode. Give me those beats, I eat those. All day I don't sleep, look. I don't even know where I got sheets for. Them pillowcases and bed frames, I'll take that, don't need those. So high, I don't get high. I don't even know where I got for.
What up, what up, what up? This is Mike Steele. Welcome. That's B.O.B. Shout out to B.O.B. Beast Mode. That's a oldie but goodie. I listen to that when I'm just trying to get mentally prepared for whatever the challenge that's ahead of me, whether it's working out, whether it's business meetings, whatever the case may be. So that always gets me going. So I wanted to bring that to you as we kick this off. So listen, this is my very first episode. So I've just launched a new channel on YouTube. And this episode really is just dedicated to introducing many of you to me. Some of you I know, whether it be from growing up in Cincinnati and moving across the East Coast, going to graduate school at Howard University, undergrad school, Northwest Ohio up in Toledo, or, you know, from just living in Brooklyn to living in Philadelphia to now I live in Atlanta. Wherever I may know you from, I salute you and I thank you for making time to join this channel. And then many of you I don't know, right? So what I wanted to do on this first one is introduce you to me and what's the objective of this channel, all right? So let me just hop in. So look, I'm never going to take more than 10 minutes of your time. I understand we're all busy, myself included. I know you all as well, whether if you got family or taking care of parents or grandparents or whatever the case may be. I won't waste your time. That's not my thing and that's not my aim. 10 minutes or less, right? Here's the objective. It's all about leadership. It's all about talking about the fundamentals and principles of being a leader. There's a lot of stuff out here in this world, and all you out, I know you all know, and on the internet, right? And I'm just trying to have a spot where you can come and get some positive information around leadership. Leadership shows itself not only in your family, and you'll hear me talk about some of that through some various episodes, whether it's in your community, whether it's in church, whether it's in your relationships, right? Whatever that may be, it's a time more than ever, I think, for leaders. And that can be men, that can be women, whatever your sphere of influence, whatever that may look like. I'm just calling out all the leaders. And so each week, each Sunday, I'm gonna be dropping these on the YouTube channel. And again, it's all about leadership. And my hope is that you take something away from these discussions that you can apply to your life, right? I'm never trying to take more of your time than 10 minutes. I'm never asking for them. I'm giving, right? So I'm trying to pour into you as someone poured into me. I never forget, shout out to Tommy Lewis from Inroads many years ago. He used to always tell us that knowledge is not your own. Knowledge is to be gained and to be given, right? So look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me slow down. So who am I? I am Mike Steele. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. Salute to all my Ohioans back home. I bounced around quite a bit. I went to undergraduate school at the University of Toledo, and I studied professional sales and marketing during that time. From there, I popped to a Fortune 500 company to do sales, entry-level sales role, moved me down to the South Jersey area, so I spent about a year there. My wife, my high school sweetheart, we've been together since high school for 13 wonderful years. That's my girl. That's my ride or die. Shelby Lynn Stone, love that girl to death. She watched me go from a 15-year-old, 16-year-old with a mouthful of gold teeth to who you see sitting right in front of you today, right? So I love her very much. So I started out Cincinnati, popped to Northwest Ohio to study college there. I actually went there to play football. That was the idea, to go to football and try to walk on the football team there. Didn't work out at all, and I'll get into that later on. But I ended up doing some amateur boxing there, just nothing serious, but just to kind of stay in shape. So I did that for a little bit there. And then from there, I popped to, this is important, I got scholarships. And I was a knucklehead in high school. If I'd have missed one more day of high school, I would have got kicked out of high school. So me and my guys, Sean Mays, Jared Lindsay, Paul Wright, Bo White, Dorian Spence, who am I missing? Those are my cats, my rollers, you know, all of my VIP clique, all that kind of stuff. So if I'd have missed one more day of school, I would have got kicked out of school. Hit college, hit another gear. realized, I'm very humble beginnings. I'm the youngest of three. My mother has, I have an older brother who's about 12 years older than me. An older sister who's about 10 years older than me. And then it was me as the youngest. My cousin lived with us at one point in time. But triple salute to my mother, provided unconditional love every step of the way. Without her, I wouldn't be here, right? But again, we're gonna get to all of that, but I wanna give you a quick nugget of who I am and why you should be listening to me, right? So grew up very humble beginnings, Cincinnati, Ohio, didn't have much, but a lot of love and a lot of great, strong people of faith around me. I was not raised in the church at all. Ended up meeting Shelby, and she was able to turn some things around in me at a young age. So, but again, we'll get to some of that. But from there, I was in South Jersey for about a year. Got married to my wife. We were engaged at the time. Got married, moved up to Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to all BK all day, all my family and friends up there. We got married, moved into Brooklyn, was there for about 3 years, and I made a switch. I'm like, listen, the job is cool. I'm making good money. Got promoted a couple times. But then I wanted to switch. I wanted to do something in what I thought was marketing. Found out, didn't want to do marketing. But in that moment, I ended up going to graduate school, which was the best decision of my life. Howard University, stand up, love you all so very much. You poured into me at a great time in my life. Became a graduate assistant there, got scholarships, et cetera, et cetera. Ended up interning with a Fortune 500 company where I'm at today. Interning there for 12 weeks, did a great job. I was the only one from an HBCU school. And you're in classes with Dartmouths and NYUs and Columbias and Stanfords and you name the big school, they were in there. So it was dog eat dog, and it was game on, right? But I love that competition, and you'll hear more about it through again subsequent episodes from this point forward. But yeah, so end up going on back with the company, and I've been at that company for about 10 years. So I'm an executive there at the company. It's one of the largest financial services companies up in New York City. But I live here in Atlanta. So I commuted before this whole COVID stuff. I would commute quite a bit back and forth. But I'm an executive and I lead a team of 30 to 50 individuals. It actually went down, it was a 50. But I lead an organization of about 30 individuals. So I'm a people leader of people leaders. So when we talk about leadership, right? There's so many nuggets that I've learned over the course of my journey since I've been in corporate America that I'm looking to pour into you. I'm also, I come from, very humble beginnings. Everybody in my family didn't go to college, right? Some of my family members didn't go to school at all. In fact, they were running the streets, doing things that they were doing at the time. And I've learned nuggets from them too, right? Although they didn't take the traditional route that I took, I learned so many things within their lifestyle and how they approach things that I definitely want to pour into you. Right? Now listen, I'll be remiss. So I mentioned my beautiful wife, Shelby, 13 years strong, been together for 19 years. Shout out to that. 19. We got 2 kids, Nico and Noah, 6 years old and 2 years old is my baby Noah, 2 boys. So I'm blessed, highly blessed to have them in my life. So here's the objective of this, as I mentioned. Whole premise is I want to bring nuggets of leadership. Here's some things you can apply to your marriage. Here's some things you can apply to your kids, your relationship with the kids. Here's some things you can apply to the community. Here's some things you can apply to business, right? Again, I've been a high-profile executive for a number of years now, leading people of people leaders, right? So I lead people who lead people. So there's so many leadership principles within that. So again, this is new for me. So I'm stepping out on the ledge. I'm trying to jump out and hop out, and I hope you see value in it. And if you do see value, stay here. Subscribe. I'm gonna put the subscribe information up. Follow me, share it as much as you can. Again, it's just coming from a place. I'm just trying to drop nuggets and wisdom for information that anybody's ever provided to me. All right. So hang out, enjoy, get comfortable, spend some time with your boy Mike Steele. And so again, this is just my little space, my little platform to try to drop a nugget on you. All right. So that was the introduction. This is who I am. This is why you should follow me. Right. This is why you should listen to me. Because I got some gems that I'm gonna be applying, and I'll be bringing out guest speakers, right? Some people in corporate, some people didn't do corporate, because again, I find value on both sides of it. I'm definitely from the other side of the track, but I think there's gems and nuggets that can be shared from that as well, right? So listen, double salute to you. I won't take more than 10 minutes, as I mentioned. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Ride with me, walk with me, follow me. We got some good stuff coming. All right, holla.